There's treasure close by.
Trample. Watch your step. Watch your step.
know just how to deal with this one.
Have you met your quota?
Careful! Totem's power will drain whenever you take a step.
Gruntle. Gruntle. Friendly. Incorrect.
Careful! The totem's power will drain whenever you take a step. interested. Keeps us safe from the poison. Hold on to it. Careful! The totem's power will drain whenever you take a step.
Granted. Granted. Infinite. Granted.
Let's have a quick sit down to recover.
Watch your step.
You won't hit us with that one.
AOE incoming. Watch your step. AOE incoming. Watch your step. AOE incoming. your step. AoE incoming. Watch your step. AoE incoming. Watch your step.
Nice fight! Nothing old Bran can't get through. Nice find!
Someone didn't get the message. These are earthen resources. We need you to mount a defense.
Fatality! I'm gonna be right back. Anyone that is watching the VOD of this or watching right now. I'm gonna go get some more water. And with that, I'm back. Right. There we go. I am back. Let's get this delve done. I think this will be... Oh. No, second to last delve that I need on the Paladin. We will... So you guys will have to tell me if you're excited for the new season. Anyone watching this in the future? Anyone watching right now with me? I don't think it'll be anyone. Since we're only at one viewer, I believe probably little Nightbot. Well, we can hope otherwise. We can hope that one viewer is actually I'll also have to see when I go back to E3. Finish the event, that ends in a week. Or 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. We'll have to see if we can get... I'd wanted to for it and get the 1,000 delves day one. So do the 1,000 delves I do right now. For the Delver achievement, the Infinite Delver achievement. But when I had looked into it, end of December, it would have taken, I think, 4 delves per day with all like 8 of my ults that I had at max level. 25 days to get. I'm not too sure if I want to do that all at one, well, not one time. Because that kind of seem a little insane to go through all those delves. Thankfully, it doesn't specify it needs to be 8s or anything. So I might even do it when I no longer need gear for mom, like champion gear. Could be the better. Or if I don't need any hero. Oh, I could still do hero gear, I guess. Probably 7s instead of 8s. I could just bring it right now. But 616 is very tempting. Or maybe like an extra 4 or 5 minutes of run length per delve. I think it was especially fast. 130 geared. Right now, that is not me on this map. Oh, it kind of is. It unfortunately kind of is. I will also probably have to rewatch this VOD and see how the rewatching my other VOD, I realized my voice wasn't coming through at all. Although I thought it was with how the voice reader was going. Because it was picking up my microphone, I thought the levels were pretty good, and it was in fact not. Because I had it on the wrong track. So now I exposed all of my back onto one. I have everything else separated more. I have created a video on Singularity that I might post as well on my YouTube. No one doesn't have any commentary for the start. It's like looking at the first battle pass, getting the first themes. So I just wanted to see how it runs with my OBS. If it'd be viable for me to actually run while streaming. And that game did not look like it would be. I'm not sure where I was. Interesting question. Currently in my planet, I have my monk that is all set. This monk, 621 tank. This death knight could tank, but my co-tank is also going to be a death knight, so I was not going to do it thanks to overlap. This is my paladin right now. My demon hunter, and needs a few runs of time walking and could use some delve gear or some delve vault gear. My druid for sure, and my warrior. Yep. So maybe. Well, the druid already has it's normal, heroic. Also, same thing with my warrior, with all that done. I might go ahead and I'm not too sure which one to play next. It is currently between conflict mode and with Windwalker. I'll specking as Windwalker sometimes.
Informed.
My druid, the versatility buff, or the raid I usually with. I believe you saw my mage in my list of characters. That one is with a military guild that I run with, or started running with. And that one is seemingly a hard set to mage. They're also the reason why I haven't been streaming too much this past few days. I ended up helping them do summoning class, getting some of their folks KSM for end of the season, because so many people are already hopping on, really wanting to continue doing WoW stuff, hopping over to Classic, playing other games. We'll have to see. Pretty soon, I believe, I will also be at a point where, well, yeah, I will be at a point where I will, outside of like needing to do some plunder storms to farm some plunder, and maybe do some delve. Just burn through some like ones or twos to get to be 1,000, or not 1,000. I don't think I'll be able to do 1,000 for the release of the next tier, or wouldn't want to. Pick up that. Get that done. Get these tanks at least 615, 620, or in full champion gear. That will be the goal. Get all my tanks to full champion gear. This paladin only requires, I believe, the chest piece and the shield is all I have left that the tank would need, or this tank would need. My monk is almost fully hero gear. My death knight is also fully champion gear, almost full hero gear. My druid, I got a late start on. It used to be the character I used to play a lot, but someone else is seemingly going to also play druid. And although the now class reworks on it seems pretty fun, pretty interesting. Especially the one that can do the old Kyrian ability, where you would bond yourself in Y, you would do X and Y. Back then it was like all the healing you would do would give damage to whoever you were tied to. And for DPS, it was all the DPS you do heals person you're bonded to. Well, they're getting a talent that any healing you do gets placed onto the person that you're bonded to. And that felt like some fun utility that be brought into the raid. I kind of wanted to try out.
Interrupt.
But then again, I thought otherwise, since we're already gonna have fun with that druid buff. The level I play, I know it's a lot of play what you want, don't play what's meta, don't play what's required. Although it's nice to have the full like raid buffs that Mystic Touch, Arcane Intellect, but it's not to a point where we need those tiny fractions of 100. It's only nice to have, not a requirement.
Gruntle. Gruntle.
And also go ahead and suggest me different game soundtracks as well.
Influence. Gruntle. Gruntle.
Right now, for my list of game soundtracks I have for streams, it is, they're not recognizing this one, it is Nier Automata, Nier Replicant, and Guilty. Oh wait, nope, the Guilty Gear song form during like their N plus or 8. I think these Replicant's really nice for like the really slow delve stuff. Deeply, not too intense. Not really needing to amp up the hype too much. Just like really nice and passive. Although there is some really amped up songs for Nier Automata, for sure.
Influence. Gruntle. Gruntles. Gruntle. Interrupt. Gruntle. Gruntle. Interrupt. Gruntle. Interrupt.
Oh, and rank or level 59 for Brand. Almost there. Oh, and that's pretty exciting as well. We'll be able to carry our Bran over. Our Branny boy. Ooh, nice. Perfect. 603 weapon. Trinket I can replace. My shoulders I need to throw away. old Branny boy's gonna be stuck with. We're stuck with him until end of the season. Or until the expansion, I mean. Good old Branny boy. Alright, with my new weapon, I might go back to what? Dornagal. And then once I get to Dornagal, I'm gonna upgrade it. The same as my two-hander that I'm gonna vendor. We're gonna make it 606. Probably more if I can. Possibly. Under some of my bag stuff. Keep running them as 8s, but as a DPS instead. Yep. That's unfortunate.
There is much to be done.
Oh, hi. Well, just one. Like this.
Farewell.
That of me.
How fare you? Be bold. Be true.
Okay, let's go ahead and swap to red. Let's see. Kind of hoping I haven't checked
I
on
have
this one.
calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
What do I
Return
have?
and peruse my inventory again.
There's any chest pieces? Shoulders. Yeah, I think I did already buy all
My
parts
directive
that I
has
needed.
been fulfilled.
Or could have needed. Oh, let me fix this one. No. No. I guess I might have already.
Interested in the unusual? Do return.
Enjoy.
state your purpose. Farewell, then. My memory spans 13 generations. Hunt.
Let's see if we can get any shield off the world. Okay. Currently still on red. Right. If it's any good, but wrong time. Any good world boss group?
Knocking back. Knocking back.
Oh no, quite unfortunate. I died. Unfortunately, no. Nope. Pretty spicy hopping back. I believe is typing it all out. I might go ahead and my first 4 builds will be an 8 going forward. Alt. And any alt that I still need a gear, we'll be doing 7 for the last one. I think that's a nice good middle ground, but I'll still be able to get heroic gear in the vault. And still be able to not waste too much time.
Fantastic.
Maybe I might plant this Twitch stream and YouTube channel. Might be something similar to I don't know, I'll document stuff I found out during the anniversary event. To be able to really quickly gear up and I'll level something really well. I think that's what I'll do for now. Hopefully I'll be able to find, I don't know, people like me. Maybe they don't want to do like run 10 and maybe to enjoy doing those, doing this and doing some like the middle of the pack heroic, like going and repairing at maybe sometimes once in a while. And helping other people end up being able to do like 11 delves or delves at tier 11. Maybe not completely carry someone through a heroic raid, but no enough to maybe help them out a bit. Almost archive things to have like while playing. But I've only been playing WoW for 2 years. also should have some stuff with the, well, not the Vector boss anymore. I already did the let me solo him achievement, which was surprisingly fun. It was really interesting getting the little void blimp, but with the new boss for the Endermine that we'll be getting our solo one. Maybe that'll be another one that I'll make a guide or something for.
Granted.
Although, like, we do have lots of people in the community. Black people that have met people that are still new to me. But with them, I don't see too many people talking about, oh well, this is a good way to do delve. So what you should look out for in a delve. As a DPS, as a healer, although the healer one I still need to work out because I haven't healed in quite a while. I have extensively been trying to delves with pink spec and DPS spec. I do enjoy the delve lifestyle of gearing and figuring out, well, for this class I can pull this many, I need to worry about visa. Because I was doing, at the start I was doing like pure delves with barely freshly leveled 560 characters. 550, 560, just straight out of normal into a tier 8. There was some people I used to talk to that, and a good chunk of people I still talk to that, well, delves aren't what they enjoy. It almost feels incorrect. The majority of people I've heard from have enjoyed and I don't think that could be with all content creators. Let's go ahead and do very quickly what I have found so far while doing this. For here, for those Zakir's influence guys, what they end up doing is basically from like after 10 you don't get any more undercoin than the max amount, which is what you're good at. 10. So at an 11, you'd still get the same amount of undercoin. 10, a 9, and then an 8 and a 7, I think both give you 3 of these little packs full of extra ads. And even then, doing it at an 8, you will get about 82 undercoins. And doing the much harder, much longer, like 10 or 11, you will only get 88 points. So if you're wanting to do that, if you want the achievement of running 11s, it's not a bad deal to just keep running 11s. But wanting to, there's many like gold farms and everything that people have found using undercoins and delves. If you want to maximize that, you will not be running 11s. you'll actually just run it out of 10 and get your max amount of undercoin. That will change with the new patch 11.1, since you'll be able to get your higher level crest,
Watch your step.
your mythic crest, or tier 4 as I like, because having to remember which one's rune, which one's harbinger, which one's harb.
Charging. Move.
I can't remember one of them. It is such a mess sometimes. They usually count by what tier. So the highest one, tier 4, will now drop from 11. Although we only can get 3 packs of it per week. So there'll be, I imagine some people happy with that. Well, it's, I don't know. For me, at least, my opinion on Delve is every piece of content has a certain difficulty to it. And for a good while, there's not a good way for players that just want to play on it. I mean, even Delves were found to be more of a, like, maybe a couple that just wants to play together, doesn't want to worry about an entire raid group of 10 to 30 people trying to figure out how to deal with, oh, it's 81, with having to manage people, a mythic guild having to take care of so many. I didn't even have to look at that. Having to manage so many people and make sure they show up for a mythic run. But while that's the case, Raid will always have some of the best trinkets, like this one right here, the Mad Queen's Bandit that I got from Time Walking Box. Things like this Endless Arsenal will always be from the Raid. Most of the Leech Cloak that we have currently are all from the Raid, some of the best items that everyone wants because they're best in slot. Well, that's still the case. Like, raid items will always be like the pinnacle of gear with how strong they are. M Plus has been catching up. Since midway through Dragonflight, but they've been trying to make stronger trinkets and items for Mythic Plus as well, although it is infinitely spammable. So at some point in the day, you will end up getting that item you want. The power that we get from Delve, it only going up to Heroic. Hero 5 truck, so 624? And it being weaker, it drops at a lower item level. Power wise, the trinkets we get from Delves. So, like, this one's from a Delve. That one I vendor from before under claim it back. Let's see. Back. Go back. Yeah. This one. Neat other Delve trinkets that stick out to me. This one. This. These ones here. Yeah. Let me clean up some more stuff out of my bags. all these here, our imperfect ascendancy serum, gives us like quite a bit of main stat. And although there's secondary stats, but it's still a channel. Like a 5-second channel. And you only get this for 20 seconds. And with this, it actually has less main stat than actual trinkets at that high level. So like this Sickman's Nonetheless Arsenal from the raid, its stat weight is 2000. Our Ascendancy Serum is only 1000. So it'll be a little bit weaker on us. Like from outside of having the serum activated, it's gonna actually be weaker for most people. Outside of some classes, like Hunter will still prefer stronger weapons and stuff than having more main stat and having better stats than more main stat. This one here, our little candle at a lower item level. So from 603 to 590, our little candle here has almost double our serum, and it gives a lot of haste and increased movement speed. A lot of haste can be nice, but that's still average, and you're probably gonna reach haste cap with it, thanks to it. And this one, our Abyssal Trap, you'll just put a trap like somewhere on the floor, and enemies actually have to walk out, doing only 2000 extra damage. At higher item levels, it'd probably be closer to 60,000. That one's also pretty weak, not really usable. It's something other than like playing in Delve or some kind of cheesy mechanic for M+. This one, I enjoy this one a lot. It's really fun, but I can understand why people don't like it. It is a damage reduction you gain before any other calculations such as armor, your stamina, strength, versatility. It's just knocking off 25,000 from everything. When we were to check the dungeon journal, current season, we'll do currently. Let's do Stonebolt on we'll do it on normal. So do Adna. Abilities. This one. This one is a beam that will go out to the player, and then we will use them to break these volatile speeds that pop out of the ground. So this right here does 300,000 fire damage. And the only thing this trinket is doing is taking off 25,000, making it, actually here it would 300,000 damage minus armor, minus versatility right after you would probably reach the 300,000. Which could be nice in some cases, could also be not nice in other cases. Well, it'll always be nice, but it's not really as strong as trinkets that will go ahead and in the raid. Like this one, we'll even do LFR. This trinket. DPS. This one. This one will go ahead and do damage to them and reduce damage taken by 50%. Until X amount of damage has been prevented. So, following that same mechanic of the 300,000, this will not only will take away 150,000 damage from that beam in normal dungeon difficulty. It will also throw little scarabs that will start doing damage as well. I think Stonebolt has a tank. Oh, this one's not too bad. Even at normal. This one will already reduce 22,000 damage at even lower item level at 554. This is also after though. This isn't before all other damage calculations like our wax plating does. And this is I think also a prop. Yeah, it has a high chance. This is all damage. So this is more of a consistency versus you want a bigger number. But all of the items from Delve are a lot weaker to begin with anyways. So while I could understand, I do think the difficulty of an 11
How very
it would be pretty nice if we could go ahead and
stay vigilant.
just let an 11 get us mythic or myth track gear. All of that gear will always be weaker than even a probably heroic equivalent or max high level heroic track hero track item will always be weaker than a mythic track delve, thanks to how the trinkets are created. At least from this first season, it's shown how they tune it, and it has been very weak in terms of at least for me. I think it would be really nice if 11s would be the only intro to myth track here.
Honored to meet you.
But that's my opinion on it. Let's go ahead and clean it. Like this one's here. Don't need this anymore. Don't need this. Need this one. Wait, so that one down. Don't need this one.
Go carefully.
Yeah, that's my build. They'll always be somewhat lagging behind in comparison to gear from M+, the equivalent level gear from M+, or from the raid. So I don't see the issue of why seclude it more. If you're able to reach the pinnacle of whatever you play, might it be M+, might it be mythic rating, I think it's gladiator or PvP, and I mean 11s for delve. Like if you're going to be doing the maximum hard difficulty of whatever you're playing, you should be allowed to get the maximum item. And since they're also limiting how many tier 4 crests you can get from 11, it's not like anyone that is playing delves and gearing through delves. I believe this was from Reddit's about from people have watched when they broke down the map. In order to fully level an item onto delves, it would take about 6 weeks per slot, making it almost 6 months in total to get every single slot that you have. And that's also not mythic, it's heroic. So from, I guess this 4 out of 6 hero, to make it, make them all 5 out of 6. It would take about 6 months worth of farming for the tier 4 quest. And then still having to farm all the Valor Stones as well. I mean, they're already slowing down progression for for non-Mythic Plus players, non-raid players, with that one limiting of tier 4 crest. Well, hopefully. I don't think anyone can look forever this video. I don't think too many people are going to be watching this video. Maybe one day later on. If I keep this up. Or if I'm able to find some people that also like to see my content and stuff. Maybe then I'll be able to come back to this and see, like, here it is. This is where I said this is what I would think would be a good plan going forward. This is my last attempt I was trying to do earlier today on my little warrior. Get something else. It is okay. Let's go ahead and get this done. Go ahead and it's a lower item level. I will drain from that. Drain from this one. Go ahead and give it a stamina gem. No, I'm at 4 million, and well, it is tempting. I might.
Make it quick. We're busy.
Let's make sure that this was still the same we had. Yes, fungal foliage is. We'll do this as, for now we'll do it as an example of what I would usually do, running this as a DPS.
Drain whenever you take a step.
As a DPS, you are not able to do a lot of the things I was doing as a Pally tank. However, you're able to kill them fairly too bad. What you want to do as DPS is more smaller pools, but they'll burn down. The tank, you want more of the opposite, where you will have a big chunk of enemies constantly hitting you, AoE them down. Maybe even halfway, I'll go ahead and I'll swap to Rat Warrior. might also end up playing the new season of Diablo. Once it comes out, like Monday, Tuesday. That is also pretty big if I can stream it on my computer or record it. I've found Diablo being a little bit finicky on how old the CPU I have is. That it might sometimes just freeze up my computer. I will add a little bit too strong. And I think in my video I will go ahead and, or in the comments when I make this into a little bot video for my YouTube channel, I will go ahead and leave this macro that I have. I made it back in the PTR for the War Within. I gave it to one of my old creator friends. And she, although we don't talk too much anymore. At all, actually. A lot of my friends in the game have gotten it. It basically replaces this button here. Or drop bear totem button. Makes it a super easy macro, like keybind to whichever button you'd fancy. That makes stealth so much easier. And I also have it set to where it will go ahead and not only drop the air totem, it will also drop
Charging.
the candle from the delve up in Dornogo, or the Siren, Isle of Thorn. I will go ahead and link it onto the description or the comments of my video. Or I'll just do it for any video I make with delves until it's like... Make sure you tell me if you end up using it, using it or anything like that. And that's right, it's probably keep up with stuff like that. Or but the thing I've found most consistently in delve has always been, as soon as you know which ones are which guys dangerous, which ones you can get away with on the class that you're playing.
Charging.
They'll begin to get a lot simpler and easier. Like right now, as you can see, my focus has mostly been on charges, for sure. These little skull face things aren't too bad with melee, as melee tends to be able to take quite a few more punishments, but that scratch ability is really nasty on if you're playing as a caster. This guy right here, the Test Finder, he's really nasty in the sense of, I think I have like this one, whack and battle cry. So as a DPS non-tank, you always want to be careful with battle cry, since if you have a big pull of like 8 people, if you don't interrupt it, all of them get enraged. But then this Thwacker, all he does is the same ability of Thwack. There he is. So he'll only do the tank buster. So right now, I'll go ahead and pull the Test Finder by himself. So he does not do anything else super angry. Right there could be super dangerous. There you go, tank buster.
Careful! The totem's power will drain whenever you take a step.
These guys left us. Oh, I almost forgot. I almost forgot to stop them. There's so many of these things. Also, don't worry about this. If you have anything like that on GTFO, that tells you, oh, hey. Oh, and that's another thing I learned. Right here, when you're out, you'll get this. All it does is reduces maximum health. So while you won't be able to take too many hits, especially like right now with that flag, it could be super dangerous if you have 100% decreased health. It doesn't actually do damage on you. If I'm over here, I let it go ahead and take me down. Please see for me. 7. Rand's like, oh no, you're on low health. Artist over here by the air, because these will constantly pop at her, even if you don't have your little pylon. Your health will actually regenerate, as you can see. Oh, regenerative leech. So you're not actually physically losing health, you're just maximum runway will be lower. So doing things like this, like I like to usually do this. If I forget to get any of the gears, I will just run back.
Hold on to it.
But as it goes back, so will your health. That's one of those things I like to do. I'll clear them out. I'm like, oh no, I'm out of gears. What am I gonna do now? I will just run through the big scary poison gas, collect any of the gears I need, and not really have to worry about eating any of our foods for healing, since our health is, we're not actually physically losing the health, we're only just shrinking, but we are still at 100%. So as the stacks go away, our health will be coming back, like right here, because I'll be safe. I don't really have to worry that, oh, let's risk it, I'm running out of life, look, it's going even lower. Because our health isn't actually being lost. You'll still be at 100%. Once we clear off that loop. Right here, these guys, pretty nice, but you could avoid them just by hugging this wall over here. You still have to be a little bit careful, and there's a chance that some of your, these guys, if you are going for Undercoin, that they might be hanging out all the way out there.
Charging. Move.
Which is not something you want to deal with if you want to do this as quickly as possible. If you want to just go for Undercoins, go ahead and map your path as closely as you can to where you'll get each of these in power pack. What you used to do here is you would be able to stop this and it would drop pylon. It appears they might have changed it, so now it's proximity, or unless you're holding it, but now it's drop. Yep. That was a little bit more important for the last boss area. Because now I'd mostly use that. What is brand in combat? No, it's just like it's fixed. Oh. Kill me, Mr. Test Ranger. Well, they don't have many ones they can before one of them. Yeah, wait, loading. No. We'll let him in it. Yeah. Yes, I'll do that. There we go.
Go dying on me.
Oh, wait for Mr. Raptor to go away. Yep. Here we are. Alright. And to swap over to Rat Warrior. And we will do Mountain Thane Delve. Thunderous Roars on 30 seconds. So as you saw with as Fury Warrior, that was more smaller pack, one pack purple. However, now with in my tank pack, I will go ahead a lot more double. I'll be pulling like a few more groups and
Careful. The totem's power will drain whenever you take a step.
not work there. I do not have my. Well, now you get to see what happens.
It can't end like this.
When you forget to switch over to your actual tank weapon. I can do any more. Anyway, not to be done. Same double pull as before. A little bit more. Get comfortable and familiar. The tank's been around pretty good. Like my first season, actually downloaded really quick. It's my first season where I'm more enjoying the playstyle Butler. Previous season. I only started playing this one right now. Okay, this one. This was my old warrior that I played back in, or leveled in Battleland. I've just been keeping it up, trying to keep it at least at max level. I like to have at least all the characters max level. Now it's my macro back. Handle. And there. What I've noticed, what used to be able
Sacrifice keeps us safe from the poison.
is I would go ahead and put my little pylon right here. So when I would fight this guy, I would place a pylon right here. I would place my second pylon right here, and it gives me an entire runway for whichever class I was playing. In this case, it's gonna be the prop. It'll give me like a good amount of and wiggle room to avoid some of those mechanics. But what I noticed when I was doing on Paladin earlier was his fire breath attack doesn't actually put the petals out. It's just poison. It puts out the petals.
Watch your step.
Not poison, you know, not the petals. The other one's just turning out, yeah. So I don't know if it's maybe some tuning that ended up happening.
Watch your step.
Right there. So I would have needed to tank him like right on the edge. This burn away was when I used to put full. Now I don't take me. But to avoid that noxious gas, you have to tank them like right there in the corner of your little orb.
Watch your step. AOE incoming. Watch your step. AOE incoming. Watch your step. AOE incoming. Watch your step.
And there we go. So that's how I use the handle. Is I spread it out.
Nothing old Bran can't get through.
How many? I have many. There's our 81 undercoins again. Which spec should it be on? I already had these from Heroic Warbound gear that I was able to carry over. As you can see, I have a couple of bags already from. I don't need any. The hero, normal shoulders would be nice. Cloak, chest piece, belt, and some legs. No, a ring might be really good too. Already has an okay drink. And we got some legs. Very nice. I'll go ahead and convert those into tier. rather than just taking a spot. Because a lot of people do taking a spot. You're actually better off leaving the instance delve, because that will actually teleport you outside of the delve. You don't actually have to walk to the end. It teleports you to the entrance, and then you still have to walk outside. That can get pretty annoying sometimes. I'm actually just taking the delve into a lot more of a time saver than using the little robot. But it's also sometimes nice using the little robot, because you get like little story bits. I think it's not over there now, like your paladin, where we're able to see all your Wrathi at the Fungo's Holy thing that we were able to save all their friends. Maybe get some of that. If you do really get the little robot back out. And well, in most cases, me personally, I would recommend doing what I'm doing with those charges and just spending it on gear just before you actually have our reset here on Tuesday for North America. These tank and these ults, I only have the nice to have getting heroic items for them. My goal for them is mostly just get them champion gear, because most of our gear will now be scaling to, I think LFR is going to be 655, same as our ring gear, 655, 658. So we will outgear this gear. It'll probably become just a normal dungeon gear by the time, once a new season comes out. So in most cases, I personally wouldn't be saying all my catalyst charges like, oh, just throwing it to the wind, not really caring. The only thing that's making me like, yeah, I could do it, is that all these characters are in states where getting really good gear from the vault will not influence it. But for anyone early in the season, anyone playing with like a main, I would highly recommend save your charges until basically the week before, or the week until the end of the week after reset. Only because you might get a gear price in one of your slots in the vault. And with it means you would waste a catalyst charge if you get like maybe this next week. Since I got this pen from the Delve, and it's on. Not meaning to sell it. That one's my main. This one's my. That's not back there. And already. I guess it might be time for me to go to bed. But a little bit longer than I did with Diablo. Get back to my tangent I was going. Once Diablo's charges are easier to come by, it's easy to do stuff like this. And just waste them. Like this one had 8 weeks, or 8 charges. 8 catalyst charges saved up from when I leveled it up last week. I finished leveling up this tank to max level, actually from like 30 to 80, because I didn't have any Dexier characters until I think the new year is when I made this character. A little, alright, but kind of fun. I already massaged blade. Just a little under a day. Try to check my druid. I usually play my paladin 30 days, 80 days. This little baby warrior here is only about a day old. I'm willing to spend all those charges all crazy, because I don't really need to care what to call. If it's a good 16 like Blake, then I wasted my charge today. Which is unfortunate, but nothing like it's gonna slow down the character. But if it's your main start of the season where you're like 2 charges on the first one, then it would definitely be insane how much it can slow you down. Because you waste down better. I had my previous match in the district. But when we're so late in the season, people are just farming down, or like carrying tons of Norlands, heroic, necessarily, well, knows that it's just for farming gear. Not really for having to do progression or anything like that. it's super easy for people just like, oh, I don't really need these. I'm just trying to help my friend get through it, trying to get enough of the Valor Stone. Since raids are still really lucrative for Valor Stones because it's not like they say what difficulty. If you do normal, it'll be like 500 Valor Stones. If you do heroic, it'll still be 500. If you LFR, you still get 500 Valor Stones. They do not. That's because each one still gives you 50 for maybe 10, 15 minutes going to the boss.
Watch your step. Keep moving.
First time I've had that. And since I think the belts came out. Oh, can I use it? No. Here, let's get out of I also have this thing to get the random easy. That might not be a bad time to just go running around trying to kill all these enemies. Level up, friend. Especially when nearing the start of the new season. Since our rounds will now be scaling based off of from 60 to 80. I personally just doing a lot of that, so I don't really have to worry too much. A lot of them are already at tier 8 every week, or right at the start. Anyone that did it down. He was time gated with a certain amount of delves to give him experience. So if you were spam running 4s as your bountifuls, you would technically be falling behind someone that was doing 8s for delves and leveling them up that way. And for the seasonal green as well. I think that's also going to be a thing again that I'm care about. Since it will, go ahead and menu. Open it up to the bells on. What's on here? Our seasonal journey will also be reset. Oh, you could see. We now actually update it. You could see how far we're now. That was pretty nice. That one I had to implement the longest time. This is how much I got. And this is how much it took me to get to the next bill. That will be reset. Our brand. Little brand flakes over there. Nope. We will be now scaling from 60 to 80. It is what level they'll be gaining. And supposedly there will be backup for anyone that didn't end up doing that. Just doing random build. I don't know what's expected. So you don't have to worry too much about that. I had to guess. I'll Blizzard would probably do it. Until you would reach what most people get to. Catch up mechanics would be something. Maybe a full tail to get them up to 60, and then keep straight experience gain until 60. And from 61 to 80, it'll be regular, same like what we have right now. So you'll only be able to get 4s from a bountiful belt, things like that. But with now more bountiful, it is almost a double-edged sword. means her character will only have less bounce spells in a way. Or seemingly, like it'll feel like a spell in order to get the maximum levels per rank. I believe it was 10 or 15. We used to do 4 times big. About 5, it's 20, 25. You get 20, 25 out of full belt charges for brand to level up. If you did them at level 8, then great. You'll be able to just level them up very quickly. If you did them at level 4, 5, kind of level up. Start of the expansion, you were technically, if you wanted to max it, you were your first few, that's a level up brand, but with Endo Dungeon, preparing only at a level 4 rather than 4. Or even a level 10. So if you want to min-max, that's why I have a new season. Next time, just like to make better your content. Oh, this is what the next level. I think Brand will look like. Or, oh, what? How big weapon? Yeah. Look, this is how well he's doing. For me, at least, at the next level. Well, his branding is.
Nice fight!
Could be something like that. I've already lost my train of thought, unfortunately. Just rambling away. All these things make even bigger things. Like, this is the route I followed on the Paladin, because I'd go outside, look at a good chunk of enemies, but also not everything I want to be under coin. I will have to run down there, so these guys over here, I'm done. Go for freaking mistake. I will not actually go on my myself. I'm going to show you guys what happens if you actually don't fall. So, it's just a killing algorithm might happen. You can get 81 of these little Bitcoin. An example I completely missed one. How many coins am I actually counting? I will also I personally I might make a little chart on how many crests you get per difficulty of on the crest. From what I've found, you usually get 3 or 4 of them for difficulty. 30 or 40, 30, 25 to 30. That's pretty all I can do. Quickly. Okay. Some Discord stuff. Some Discord games. Looks like I did not.
Crowd control. Frontal.
Right, as you can see, I have a one ad pack left. So super interesting. Even if we were to run back and try to kill that last ad pack, we would get none of the Ender Coins that they would technically drop us. Since we already completed the dungeon, we got to the end. Now we're up test. Now we're at 70 instead of 81. Giving us only 4 extra per pack. So 3 times 4 is 12. You'd get 12 more. which is in line with when you have a pack of like 5 of them, you'll only get up to like 88 of them. Here, let's see if we can get another weapon. And it was an abyssal. Unfortunate. Well, maybe not. Might be a little bit more useful on a warrior. Keep everything in one spot. So we could also, or well, we can go and do the delve. I want to try to almost milk it a little bit more. So I'm not sure if you noticed, but all throughout the delves of our little mysterious curios.
Nice fight.
More XP for Brown, 17.6. Also, really weird and interesting action from Bran. He's level up system. This warrior that I have as a weak aura actually died to here it is. A rep. He is a reputation buff. So being reputation, he can benefit from things like the Darkwind Fair, which, crazy enough, almost like on purpose. For a good while, Darkwind Fair was actually overlapping with right here, Delve bonus. Or Delve bonus was actually overlapping with the Darkwind Fair. Meaning you would get the Delve bonus, which was, I think, like 20% extra experience cards, and plus a Dark Moon Fair, which is, I think, 10 to 15% extra rep and experience. So here for this, so when maybe time walking, turbulent, time wait, more turbulent, time wait, more battles. Here's our Delve. And our Dark Moon at this one here. Right here in May. It will realign again. We will get our Delve bonuses the same week as Dark Moon, which is
More like it.
technically the best time to. Oh, now he's 17.7. Although it might be a little bit small. And also from him up, just killing regular mobs.
Right.
I don't know if it'll still count me now after we finish it up. Doesn't count yet. That's fun. Let's say he's getting more experience though. Pretty nice. There's a little bit of a, not actually a little bit.
Interrupt.
So if you ever need back to the original topic before we start talking about all the other stuff. Instead of taking leave Delve, if you're trying to like really push it to level up Bran, because he's like maybe 99% of the way there, just walk back from the entrance and you'll be able to find these little treasure boxes. Some people will just pick them out while they're running around, which you could, so that's really nice. It'd be super easy for like getting these guys if you're looking for the enemy.
Let's see.
But if not, if you just want the Delve completion, you're better off doing it after figuring out if Bran needs, like how it went from 17.6 to 17.7. Like that, 0.1, 0.2. You're better off doing it after the Delve. And also if you're feeling like doing it.
Nice
I'm doing
fight.
this mostly, I believe I'll probably be going. I will be, I think probably Friday, aren't I? I'll be going to bed after the Sunny Blade. So I don't mind just like going this off. I'm cool with what I would usually do in my little bell runs. to squeeze out a little more experience or take it on to the next level with all of the delves eventually being reset with the next season. I'm just gonna have to re-level back. Oh look, now we went up like we do. Even with that, I don't believe we can get any more or any more of those. Now I can go ahead and leave. Now go back to technically one of the better ways to farm brown is go check it out right now. I don't think I'll be able to. I won't. Well, I know that I won't be able to do much of that. But go over to the menu. We will go ahead and fly over to this one here, the red bit. Put that over there.
Again, these are the resources. We need you to mount a defense.
We'll see what's in there right now. For
Things come down rivers and sky holes. Too much.
it's not bountiful, so we won't get any experience for killing any mobs or anything. But we can believe it needs to be 4 or higher. It is not the correct variation this week, but if you were to, oh yeah, that's just good. Wait, I'm not right.
Those webs will summon the Rubians.
So it just spawns on
Yeah, well,
the
right
root
off
and
the
left.
bat.
There's one variation. So there's this one, which is save our little these will drop your, these will still drop below experience tokens at the same rate. So the epic will give us 25, the remote that's like, well, that's like 50 or 80. And blue will give us 125. Green gives 125. And we had a purple up here that gave 60. Any blue did not. This is not dependent on the difficulty. It is actually dependent on, is it bound or not? What people are doing back at start, actually. And there's this one variation of it, which is go ahead and open the achievements. So we're in for smashing started. This story variation is one of the better ones right now. You can extract a button or an item / ability will instantly delete and start it. And they have a ton of health, so you get a good chunk of each of next. That's super easy to kill because if you don't do it with the ability, then you're kind of SOL. Because you're just making it harder on yourself. Oh, no. Almost no. Rock, I guess. I might do that to get past 2 levels. Oh. Yeah. See? Oh, yeah, she's a dead rat. Dead person. Unfortunate. Anyway, I'm done with it. This is one thing I am quite impressed about. Although a lot of us take it for granted. Having Dragon Ready or Skywriting now, the dynamic fight. The team over at Blizzard still did make it possible to traverse the world next one. You use on I use the little map to do. I haven't finished the sec. So you traverse the ground map. Still try to make it at least a little bit friendly for people that don't want to interact with the skywriting ability or anything like that. If I want to explore the new zone, I won't have to do skywriting a big light point. I can actually literally drive my way down. This one's really over in Hollow Fall. That's where you could really skip it. Because it really gives you, you just fly through here, whatever. What's our Sky Mound? People would actually take the time usually in ground mount through. There's someone's that have gone. That's gone. These need. Maybe with the new drive system, we'll get to see a little bit more of it. We might see less of it thanks to how fast it goes by. Okay, we're almost to the bottom. Somewhat quickly. There we back over. Do it with Brenda. I finish up my route. Yeah, but whoever's here with me, whoever's in the future, once I upload this as a VOD onto my channel, and maybe you come back in the future and watch this. And you have to listen to me ramble in the morning about Dell. And we hope for the channel will happen maybe in the future if this continues. Or maybe just we'll randomly stumble onto this and listen in almost 2 hours into 3 hours into the stream with a whole hour of silence. Plus now 2 hours later, or an hour later into stream, get it. So I just waiting for someone to come back first before starting to talk. I wasn't thinking that. Well, I guess I'll just use this thing. Maybe someone out there will watch this. But like, I was here when he was talking about Dell's and Blame and what he's learning so far. I hope they will, going forward, be able to share with you guys. Nice. Final thoughts and suggestions of next season. Enjoy it a little bit. There's many ways you could do that. Try to get ahead. Many things you can do to go forward and get this done really quick. Like just going into that drip pit. Killing this card and getting all your treasures before killing the final boss. Leave instance out and rerun it again all the way through. You could do that. You could do oh, one thing I was gonna suggest is anyone that is wanting to re-unlock tier 8, tier 11, if it is not powerful, I recommend running Cactus on Abyss. It is a great, with all those little, especially as a warlock, since you have water breathing, you can just go in there, you can get all the little bubbles just for speed, not actually for breath. Run through it in all the difficulty. It doesn't need to be bountiful for it to count towards your unlocking each difficulty. You can run through it really quickly, you get speed boost to make it that much quicker. So if it's not bountiful, make sure to do that with your as your dungeon or your devil choice to level them up. If that one is currently bountiful, the next best one I would vote for. People don't like it because it has one variation that's really good, Reciprol. One that you would use for during the main story quest with the grappling hook is probably the best one that you can do. This one will fully is really hard with all the little spores that explode. This one has always been handled. The handle mechanic is really annoying. Deep isn't too bad, except for the final boss, which is always the one that does the pulsing damage with the swarm and does the big giant, like this big, where he digs underground and just keeps throwing up earth under you. It's really hard to do. They're not hard. With enough stamina. Wonderworks, as you saw, was a little difficult with the whole mechanic of dropping the totems. Also, you have this one. Microman Cavern is difficult. with the weird food fish boss that keeps charging you, and it is super big. Considering breach can be okay, I think. Some of them are a little bit harder, a little bit 50-50 between that. Sinkhole could be potentially another good one for the trying to speedrun through the leveling process to get the max strength delves unlocked. Nightfall Sanctum is difficult in the way of the final boss, having the weird elemental spawn that continually keeps dropping puddles, and then you have to you first have to defeat Pirate. And then once you defeat Pirate, they end up spawning the elemental you have to kill. But the two bosses for the final boss. I actually we already talked about Kakasana this, which is really good. I enjoy the Spiral Weave. It has a variation with the grappling hook that's super easy. The one that we played this week was also fairly easy. Except for 9 and above, when the enforcers come out, it does get harder because it is inevitable you'll have to kill them. So if you don't have the gear for it, you will not be able to complete the Spiral Weave. And Underkeep is pretty good too. Instead of me looking, Underkeep, yeah, Underkeep is fine. The final boss can be ability if you have the variation where he has the big crystals around him and he just draws lines and drops petals everywhere. That can be a little tricky. The variation where you have the guys running around and you use pheromones to make them vulnerable and kill them. This is okay. You know, it's not too bad. You just run around, pick a pheromone, kill those 3 guys in there. Yeah. The Tekrathon will always be like one of the best spots for unlocking the tiers of difficulty. I can't really think of anything else. That's it for my session.
The answers are here.
Go ahead and
Don't do anything.
have fun. Nothing to note. If you end up using the spider reputation that gives block dash, it does actually, you can't see it anymore because I was talking about it. It gave me, it said it was supposed to give me 450, it gave me 540 with this stuff. So it's not too bad. And I think that I will be waiting down it. You can look forward to me doing some more delve content. I will be hopefully showing it not the best way, but probably the way I would go on each deposit for the delves. My personal choice of which packs are dangerous for which classes, maybe a quick rundown of how to run delves. I usually do it solo. Personally, I just like it's not really gonna serve a challenge of it, but there is some starting on you. This actually this one's not my favorite. I have to risk getting double pull here because one of the only dangerous pack, or one of the dangerous ones I have to worry about. There's only one out of the 8 that are gonna be in the game. So I might go ahead and factor them. I might go ahead and record some videos on it, explaining like my guide, how you do them, what they're good for, which ones might be dangerous or not. But with that, I think I will be happy now. I'm the only one that is checking this out on YouTube after I've recorded it and posted it. Anyone that might have snuck in, although it doesn't look like anyone has. But if anyone snuck in during the stream, then it's just like it wasn't. Thank you for coming. And have a wonderful day, slash night, and I'll see you guys next time.